today in Sittingbourne to show you what we do. These are our premises based in Sittingbourne. We started off very much as a family-run business based on a kitchen table, and after growing the kitchen table, having nothing to eat our dinner on, and also after our son moved out using his bedroom and renting 2 storage units, we decided to buy these premises. They're fairly small, they're about 1,800 square feet. We have some office space upstairs, and we have our production facility here. What we do is we make natural soaps, candles, bath and body products. All of them are natural, they have no palm oil, they're suitable for vegans, they don't have any artificial colours and fragrances. And everything we do, we try to minimise the environment with the effect of our products. So here, for example, we have some of our soap bars. This is how we package them up. They're in compostable packaging with eco-friendly ink, and every bar is handmade. We have a number of products that we produce. We produce candles, and our candles come in aluminium tins. And again, the packaging is eco-friendly. Aluminium is one of the world's most recyclable materials, so that's why we use aluminium. In fact, most of the world's aluminium is recycled and very little is mined. We produce a number of products, as I said earlier. Our soap bars come in bars around 85 grams in size. We have 12 fragrances, and we have special fragrances from time to time. And we also have subscription boxes where we have limited edition scents. This one is an orange and geranium scent, as an example of the bar. The colours here, in this particular example, they're coloured with red clay. We have another bar here, which is our Spice Fusion, very much a favourite in terms of a limited edition. And again, you can see the different colour clays with the swirls. The orange colour here, you can see, is actually annetto seeds, and that's what they use to colour red Leicester cheese. We also produce hand creams, and we very much have a solid hand cream approach, and that enables us to provide hand cream bars in aluminium tins. And we also enables us to provide refills. So once a customer has an aluminium tin, they can just buy the refill, and obviously that saves on packaging. And we also have bath salts. Here's a bath salt bottle that we have. We use glass jars. They have rubber seals. They don't even have plastic seals in the lids. So all of our packaging is plastic free. And again, the packaging, the labelling is eco-friendly. Another thing that we do is that we have subscription boxes. So we provide our customers with a subscription service where the cost of the soaps is less than half the price of buying them individually. There's 2 reasons that we're able to do that. First of all, once customers subscribe, obviously they're a regular customer, and that enables us to provide soaps to them more frequently. The other reason is that we minimise the packaging. So we don't actually send the soaps out in those cardboard boxes. We send them out in a soap subscription box, which is in a format that allows us to send it through a letterbox. And we've got an example of a box here, nothing too spectacular, but that will contain 4 soap bars, maybe a shampoo bar, or also one of our facial bars that we recently launched. And that goes out either monthly, quarterly, or every other month. So when it comes to our packaging, our bars, we make our bars, and Jane, I think, is about to make some bars in a minute. We make our bars in tabs, in moulds, and we cut those. We make them one day, we cut them the next day into bars of this sort of size. We actually hand plane each of the bars, and after 6 weeks, they're ready for packaging, and they package into these boxes, as I mentioned earlier, and with these labels. Everything we do has to be batched. So as part of the European Union regulations, and which the UK has maintained post-Brexit, everything has to be batched. A batch number has to be applied to the source ingredients, and that way, if there was ever a problem, someone had an allergy or there was a problem, we could actually track the original source ingredient that's gone into the manufacture of the product. And that's the same for everything we do. So hello Jane. So Jane is about to make, I think, some facial bars.
Yep, sunflower rose clay facial bars. So I'm just mixing the oils together to do that. So I will use, so in this pot we've got coconut oil and shea butter, which is solid at room temperature, so I've had to melt it, that's why it's in the saucepan. We have olive oil in here, and in our facial bars we also use rosehip oil, which is this lovely colour. So I'm just mixing these all together now to get the blend of oils right before I add, and I'll have to put the colour in as well before I add the sodium hydroxide, which is in the jug over there, which is what makes it all into soap.
So these, Jane, are based on your own recipes. So the oils and the blends of oils is something that is your production, your product.
Months of trial and error. And and tested on friends and family, not on animals.
So so you're mixing the oils there.
That's the oils.
So they're the oils. So soap is actually soap and facial bars. They're actually made from a combination of oils and a very strong alkali lye. You know, sometimes in some people use animal fats. Our products are vegan, so we obviously don't use that. So that blend of oils and the alkali, that natural chemical reaction creates the soap.
And we have this lovely rose clay that we put into our soaps, which makes it really detoxifying for the skin. It makes a really lovely smooth soap. That's probably the best word. I'll just get that all mixed through.
So once you've done that, is there a blending process next? Or?
Yep, so the next part of the process is quite noisy because I have to use a stick blender.
Okay.
So possibly best if we don't film that bit. But once I've got this clay mixed through, I'll add this, which is our strong alkali. That will go in and be mixed. And that's what actually makes the soap. And then I have some natural essential oils in this jug, and that goes in, and that gives it, the essential oils have properties for the skin, but also it gives it a lovely smell. So
that's good.
And then it will go into the moulds, and it will sit in those moulds for 24 to 48 hours. It largely depends on the temperature, the weather and things like that. And then we cut them and then we cure them on our shelves over here. So they will sit on those shelves for 6 weeks.
So see, these are some of the bars. So after they come out of the mould here, which I think it's around about 50 bars each mould, they're then cut and then they sit on these shelves, and we've got other shelves as well, which are labelled that basically go through a curing process, which is really the hardening of the soap. And we've got various scents here. But you know, each of these as early as a batch number, so they can tract, and then they're ready for cutting and trimming 6 weeks later.
So this has all been blended, and the essential oils have been added. So now I'm just going to pour it into the mould. It goes to kind of like a thick custard consistency. Scrape it out, we don't want to lose any of the precious oils. And that will be covered and have to set up over the next 24 hours to 48 hours, and then it will be cut and cured.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you. So that will be ready in 6 weeks. 6 weeks
time.
And will look like one of the bars that we showed you earlier. We actually teach people here as part of our soap making workshop. So we teach people how to make soap, which is a cold process method, it's called. So thank you very much for listening. A very brief run through of soap and soap making progress. And we hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much.